Today on the channel, Target exclusive WWE Elite Legends Series 9. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we start unboxing Target exclusive Mattel Elite Legend Series 9. And we're going to start off hot. We're going to start with the $1 Million Man, Ted Dibiase, and we're actually starting with the Chase edition, as luckily Target started shipping these from their online pre-orders this week. They shipped me the whole set all at once. A lot of people out there just got 1, 2, maybe 3, but really not a lot of people outside of me that I've seen, at least on social media, got the whole set. I don't know how I got so lucky. And then to top that off, I got the Chase version of Ted Dibiase, and my wife ordered an extra Ted Dibiase that's supposed to come next week. So I'm kind of hoping that's the black regular one so I can call this line done and move on to the next one. But I guess if I get a Chase, hey, that's good for me too, I guess, either way. It's crazy looking at eBay today. This would be Saturday night of the week I got these. $130 on eBay right now, this thing, with bids up to $130. It's absolutely crazy how people have no patience for these things. I get it, I want stuff right away, but I could literally flip this for $130 right now. But instead, I'm opening it up for you, and I'm going to put it in my collection right now. I know I could find 15 more of these in the next couple of months, and I could make some serious money right now, but I'm a fool. I probably should, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to open it up, going to talk about it, unbox it, all that kind of fun stuff. So, like I said, this is the Chase edition. This is the silver-suited Ted Dibiase. Very iconic suit from WrestleMania 4, and we'll get into that a little bit more, and we'll compare it with Virgil and Andre. We got to bring them in. We'll recapture that moment. But like I said, silver suit is the Chase. The traditional, we know it, we love it. The black suit edition is the regular release. We did have that kind of before with Mattel in the Entrance Greats line with soft goods. However, that was a basic figure underneath those soft goods, if you guys aren't aware. But this is the plastic version of the suit, which actually, you guys know, I always prefer soft goods, except in cases like this. A full suit like this looks much better in the plastic, whatever you want to call it, suit. So we've had this Ted Dibiase before. This actual silver Ted Dibiase, we had it in the Jakks Classic Superstars lineup in the belt pack. I think, was it Toys R Us exclusive? I don't know if it was. I don't think it was Toys R Us exclusive. But we did get this incarnation in the Jakks Classic lineup. Just like we got the black suited version in the Jakks Deluxe Classic lineup. And as we speak right now, until I get that other black one, I'll let you know. We'll do a deep compare of some different Ted Dibiases through the years when I get the regular edition. But the top Ted Dibiase figure for me as of right now is probably that Jakks Deluxe Aggression figure. The classic Jakks Deluxe Aggression figure. That is a sleeper Ted Dibiase. It also has the best $1 Million belt of all time. But we'll talk about that when I get the black Ted Dibiase figure. We're talking silver today. And like I said, we're going to compare it with Virgil and Andre and the rest of the WrestleMania 4 game and talk about that. But first, like we always do, we're going to take a look at the packaging. Then we'll unbox the figure, talk about it, do some comparisons and all that kind of fun stuff. So here it is, the old Chase Ted Dibiase. A pricey one on the secondary market right now. Comes with an extra head. Comes with a briefcase like Ted Dibiase would. Got an extra set of hands there. You got the $1 Million belt. And then you got Ted in his silver and pink suit. Very iconic suit. Not worn very many times, but it sure did make a difference. It sure did stick in a lot of people, including mine's memory bank. That's for sure. Got $1 Million Man Ted Dibiase down the bottom. WWE Legends logo. Got True Effects logo at the top. Series 9 and Elite. So there's the front of the package. You got the iconic picture of Ted on the side. When you think Ted Dibiase, the $1 Million Man, that's kind of what you think. And same picture there. All kinds of warnings down there nobody really cares about. And then you get the back. There's the full look of Ted right there with the belt. You got a little blurb to the side. We'll read and see what that says. Got the Elite logo up top. Series 9, $1 Million Man Ted Dibiase. And you got the whole lineup below. Nikolai Volkoff, Tatanka, Ted Dibiase, and the Undertaker. A strong lineup for Series 9 if you ask me. So there you go. Let's open up Ted. Let's open up this Chase figure. It's tough to do sometimes because you guys know at heart, I'm a mint on card guy. That's how I started my collecting career, my serious collecting career. It's just not possible. If you buy as many figures as I do, you just can't have them all MOC. You can't display them all. There it is, Legends logo on the back, really cool. I know some people take that out and use that for display purposes. Not a terrible idea. See you later. All right, plastic prison. I don't see any paint issues, so that is great. No paint issues on the faces either, so far so good. There's the old plastic prison. There it is. All right, let's pop him out. Start with that briefcase. Extra head. Oh, there he goes. Hard to get out. And then we got extra hands. Ooh. There it is. 2 extra hands. See you later. Up high. Hands are hands. You've seen the hands a million times. Nothing too exciting there. Same with the briefcase. We've seen this briefcase many times. We've seen it with the Money in the Bank logo. We've seen it gold. We've seen it black. We've seen different colors. Maybe our first silver kind of reminds you of the old school Halliburton days. Those were all the rage back in the 80s and 90s. It does open up if you want to store anything in there. I don't think anything could be stored in here really. Maybe if you had Ted Dibiase money like Jax had back in the day, you could put that in here. But briefcase is the briefcase. We do got a little plastic rubber band around his waist. We'll remove that. There you go. See you later. So you got the $1 million belt. Is what it is. This is by no means the best Ted DiBiase $1 million belt we've ever had. It's a rare belt we don't get very often. Unless you're Ted DiBiase or maybe Virgil, you don't get this belt. It's not just going to come with Randy Orton out of the blue. I guess it did come with Ted DiBiase Jr. in the Mattel lineup one time. But not a very good belt. Like I said, the best $1 million belt ever is the Deluxe Jax Classic Superstars. We'll get to that in our weekly Jax video. Cheap plug. Check those Jax videos out. We'll talk about it then, but that is truly the best. This one does not hold a candle to that. But it is what it is. You guys understand it's the $1 million belt. You see it. You know what it is. I guess it serves its purpose. It could be improved, though, by Mattel. I'd like to see them step it up and improve that belt. And the one thing, speaking of belts, I guess I should get to it now. This being the Chase Ted DiBiase, the silver suit. I would have liked to have seen this one come with the Gold Eagle, the world title, the WWF title belt. That would have made more sense because there's the very iconic picture of WrestleMania 4 of Andre putting the belt around his waist. You know, make it a true Chase. Put the Gold Eagle with this one. Put this one with the black Ted DiBiase. I think that would have been a really nice touch by Mattel. I'm sure it would cost more. I'm sure there's more to it than just that. But I really think that would have been the way to go. You guys tell me if you think differently, but I think that would be cool. You get the Gold Eagle with this one. You get the $1 million belt with the other one. I think that would have made more sense. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So there you go. The one thing I will note on this one, I do love, and I think this is a genius. They could have really taken this to the next level. They already took it to a next level over other Chase figures, but with that belt would have been the truly next level. But I love the inclusion of 2 head scans with this Ted DiBiase. That is great because people that are buying both of them, you can have one with regular head, one with the laughing head. So you can put this one on the black suited Ted DiBiase, this one on the silver, truly making separate figures here. I think that is a great idea. I wish all Chases had 2 head scans so you could really kind of make 2 figures out of them. It's not just the different tights. You can have 2 different heads. I would love to see Mattel in the future do that with all Chase figures. I think it would encourage people that maybe are skipping or choosing between the 2 to possibly buy both of them so they can display both heads. And then you throw that title belt idea on there, bam, you got a slam dunk. And maybe that's just me, but I think that's the way to go. You guys can tell me if you think differently. But a great suited Ted. I love the silver and then the purple on there. It really pops. Always has. It's an iconic suit. It never goes out of style. Very, very cool. I wish I had a suit like this. I'd wear it every day. I'd wear it to do unboxing videos. Very, very cool. I'm not sure what head I like better. Both of them are really good. This is the nice smug head, but I think you have to put this smiling, laughing head on the Chase because of it reminds you of him getting that title belt and just kind of doing his maniacal laugh in the ring when he was the champion and bought it from Andre the Giant. I think that's what you got to do. And then you leave this regular head on the black one. That's probably where I'm going to go. We'll see where it ends up going there, but a very solid figure. I don't know if I like the silver or black better. I guess I'll know when I get him in hand. The black is so iconic, but this is such a moment in time suit. I think this one is more iconic as a whole. As he wore the black suit a lot, this one didn't get a lot of use. So that's me there. But how about we pull out Virgil? The only thing I didn't like is how him and Virgil kind of matched. I don't know. I guess this is what they both wore, though, in WrestleMania 4, so it just always looked kind of funny. I always preferred this Virgil with the black for the contrast of colors. Maybe that's just me. And then you got the old Andre the Giant. I believe this is the old school Andre from Mattel. This would be the Matty Collector edition, exclusive way back in the day with the soft goods singlet. Very, very solid Andre the Giant, the old Matty Collector days. But there's the whole WrestleMania 4 team. The greatest swindle of all time, you know, with the Dave Hebner and the Hebners that started it and the buying of the title belt. Quite the scene back for little Kyle when he was a kid. That was really in my first hardcore year of watching wrestling. So I was all invested in this lineup. I wasn't the biggest Hogan guy around, but I was invested in the intrigue. You love the main events, Hogan, Andre wrestling, you know, all that kind of fun stuff. So there was a lot we like to see with this. I guess, what am I saying? WrestleMania 4. I guess my history might be a little bit off here. I think I'm wrong, because WrestleMania 4 is when Macho Man won the world title. So I got some correction there. I got to go back and think, but I remember him buying the title belt and all that kind of fun stuff when he beat Hogan. I guess that would have been, was that Saturday Night's Main Event? It might have been Saturday Night's Main Event if I remember right. I don't know, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. I'm in the same wheelhouse. You guys understand what I'm saying. Just getting off track. You know, my old memory, it can only hold so much wrestling knowledge. But WrestleMania 4, Macho Man definitely had his big title win at WrestleMania 4. We'll never forget that one. So there you go. But strong figure. I think this and The Undertaker will be the top two figures from Legends Series 9. There's no doubt in my mind those are the ones everybody's going to want. Especially this Chase one. People love the Chase. No matter if they're collected the line or not, they see a Chase, they're going to pick it up. They might try to flip it on eBay, or they might just keep it for themselves, saying, hey, it's cool, I got a Chase. So we'll see. But I'm very glad I got lucky and got the Chase sent to me. It took a big relief, and I could go, whew, don't have that Chase anxiety on me anymore. Just got to find the black one, and I'm more likely than not going to get that black one in the mail next week from my wife's order. So I'll have Legend Series 9 to the books, and I can turn my attention towards Legend Series 10 with Vader. That Vader figure is going to be next level, and that's going to be a hard one. I'm going to have to order multiple of those Vaders like most of you guys out there as well. But here it is, Legend Series 9, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue unboxing our Target exclusive Legend Series 9 Mattel Elite figures, and today we're unboxing the Undertaker. No stranger to the Elite lineup, as we get Undertaker every couple of series, and they keep it pretty fresh. Maybe they throw it as a Ringside Collectibles exclusive, use discount code Kyle, save 10%, or they put it in a Walmart or a Target exclusive, or they put him in the traditional Elite lineup, or a Showdown 2-pack, or a basic series. There's always an Undertaker somewhere. The Wrecking Cycle, there's always an Undertaker on the shelf most of the time, or at least being released most of the time. And it just goes to speak about the Undertaker and the popularity of the character. He moves toys, and that's why he's back in Legend Series 9. Now, this Undertaker isn't inherently brand new. We've had this in the past with the Elite lineup, but I think there's enough skin on the game to make this a figure you'd probably want, even if you have that one in the past. It looks to be updated. There's some few tweaks here and there. So I think this one will be a good one to pick up, even if you have that old one. But we'll know for sure once we unbox it. And we're going to unbox this like we always do. We'll take a look at the packaging first, unbox it, and then we'll compare it to that old Elite and to see what the differences are and which one we like better. So there you go. That's setting the table for what we're going to do. Let's look at the packaging first on the old Undertaker. You got Undertaker's name down way at the bottom. You got WWE Legends logo. You got Taker in there with soft goods jacket, extra set of hands, the purple and black attack as we know. True Effects logo up top, the Elite logo at the very top. You got that cool WWE Legends background for Legend Series 9 that we've seen in the other previous series. There's Taker's little cartoonish glamour shot, comic book art side kind of there. Got it again over here. On the bottom, all warnings. We're not going to show that. Nobody cares. And, of course, the Undertaker. You got a little blurb we'll read. You got the Elite logo. You got his glamour shot. And you got the rest of the lineup down below with the Undertaker, Ted DiBiase, Nikolai Volkoff, and our old buddy Tatanka down there. Let's see what it says about the Undertaker, huh? Titles: WWE Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, World Tag Team Champion. Memorable moment. For over 30 years, Undertaker struck fear into the souls of his opponents, perhaps none more so than Yokozuna. A monster of a man himself, Yoko tried to bury the dead man with his final brutal bonsai drop, but to no avail. Undertaker battled the WWE Champion at Royal Rumble 1994 in a match Yokozuna feared more than anything, a casket match. Though the champion was victorious, Undertaker rose from the grave and returned at SummerSlam. So there you go, the Undertaker back. Yokozuna, a lot of publicity on Yokozuna as of late as we're filming this, as he had a WWE Icon show on the network. So Yokozuna action is in full effect. So him getting a little blurb here, I can see people wanting this Taker figure to go along with their Undertaker. So, very cool. Like I said, you can see the packaging there. I like the looks of this Undertaker in the package, but we got to open him up. We got to see what's going on inside here. See what all the fuss is about. There's the old Legends background. I like it, and I can see some people saving it. Not me, though. See you later. All right, I'm taking a look. These extra hands are a game changer on this one. I'm most of the time down on the extra hands. Sometimes they just feel like they don't make sense, and I wish that money went somewhere else. These make sense. I like the mystical hands for the Taker on this one. He's got the open hands as well you can use. I won't. I'll use these mystical hands for sure. He's got his extra mask. Well, not his extra mask, his mask. And then you got the soft goods jacket, which is a nice cool feature as well. All right, let's pull him out. Let's pull him out of the old plastic prison. See you later. Whoa. Get that mask out. I remember I bought the original Elite back in the day and I lost the mask and I had to buy another one. I don't know what happened to the mask. It fell out or I don't know. I don't know what happened. It drove me absolutely nuts though. Is he buckled in? No. Whoa. Whoa, going for a spin. See you later. Alright, let's see what we can do with this Taker figure. Alright, he does got his strap in here. Let's see. I like that they, I guess I'll show it. I like that they put that in there to keep his tie down. Especially for you inbox collectors, you really appreciate this rubber band, for lack of a better term, around the tie. Because this tie, I could see with heat and the temperature changes, all of a sudden it does one of these. So nothing worse than the package with that going up. So Mattel, kudos to you for thinking of that, keeping that safe for us, I guess we'll say. See if I can get it out here without cutting the figure. My razor blade's getting a little dull. Geez, really dull after 10,000 unboxings in the last year. Might be time to upgrade my razor blade knife. But there it is. Part of me wonders if I should have left that tied in. Because it is. It immediately starts flipping up on you. Yeah, it's not terrible. I'll be okay with it. A very solid Undertaker figure. Like I said, we've had something like this before, but this is so much more updated. Looks better. Those hands just take it to the next level. I love these like mystical purple hands. You get them down on the knee, looking up. You can do all kinds of stuff. The tattoos, we'll call them. Very vibrant, even though they are black and white for the most part. They really pop against the Taker. You know, he's got a black outfit and that purple difference, and then the tattoos, the hair. I mean, talk about toyetic. I've said it before, the Undertaker's not my favorite character of all time. I was actually a huge Mean Mark Callous guy with a heart punch back in the day. When I was a little kid, I was all in on that. And Taker just seemed a little bit goofy for me. Respect Taker. I actually liked Biker Taker, Underbiker a lot better than actually Deadman Taker. I know I'm definitely the minority on that. But definitely respect the Undertaker. But I gotta admit, he's very toyetic, and this one is an awesome one. I really do like this figure a whole lot. There's his soft goods jacket. Now the other one was the old school plastic jacket like we'd see with Edge all the time. Good for display, but terrible, hard to get off. Just not a fan of those. This soft good jacket, it is a little, almost needs iron, but I do prefer this for sure. Whenever we get soft goods, that's an extra home run for us. We love soft goods. I love soft goods. Definitely got the hat with him for sure as well. You got to have the hat. And then the mask. You got the old Phantom of the Undertaker, Phantom of the Opera mask for when he's got his face crushed. A nice touch on here. So really a 2-in-1. You can put this mask on him. You can have him holding the mask. You can have him not wearing the mask. You guys, as we always say on the channel, choose your own adventure. The nice thing about this mask, it folds right in and connects under his hair, so it's a very clean look, as you can see. So very, very cool. A nice Taker figure. One of the better Undertaker figures. I'm going to say that. I like it with the soft goods, the hands, the color, the purple really pops, the extra mask, the removable mask, the hat. There's a lot to like about this figure. So that's great. Legend Series 9 Undertaker. I do not see this one peg warming at all. I see this and Ted DiBiase being the go-to figures for this line. I think it just makes sense in collector's math. We'll compare it to the old school Undertaker. Very, very similar. Let me look at the differences here. It's a lighter purple. Yeah, a lighter purple and a more vibrant purple on the tie. But a lot of the stuff is the same. The head scan, totally different. The purple on the hat, totally different. Like I said, there's enough difference here that you got to get both of these. Very, very cool. The new one, if you can only choose one, luckily for you, the new one is the one to get. They have greatly improved this figure. Different head, different hair, different coat, different colors on the gloves and feet, different color trim on the hat. It's a lot different. Soft goods, you know we love soft goods. So really, if you're only getting one, you definitely got to get this one. A lot of you guys may retire this one or sell this one if you guys aren't completionists and are moving and shaking with your collection a little bit. For me, if you only choose one, it's the new Undertaker. This is phenomenal. Like I said, I'm not that big of a Taker fan. This could end up being my favorite one of the set. So that tells you how good this figure really is. Very impressive figure. It'll look great on the pegs. I think the excitement for this one will be there. Undertaker sells very well, and this one, especially a flashback Undertaker, will sell very well. So that's my opinion. You guys tell me in the comments, did you get both of these? Do you have one or the other? You guys let me know your thoughts on there. But this is Legends Series 9 Target exclusive Undertaker. I really recommend it. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue our WWE Mattel Elite Legends Series 9 Target exclusive unboxings with Tatanka. Tatanka, no stranger to the Elite Series. He was way back in the day in the Elite Series, kind of the middle. If you know 85 where we're about right now, he was somewhere in the middle. Maybe the 40s, early 50s. I can't remember off the top of my head. There's been so many sets. But I do remember that previous Tatanka being quite the peg warmer back in the day. Hopefully the same fate doesn't become this Tatanka. Hopefully he's not the peg warmer. But as we see with these Legends at Target, there's always one or two that are somewhat peg warmers. Nikolai Volkoff is maybe my guess for this set. Tatanka would be part 2, A and B. I think those two will be the easiest to find. But we'll see. Time will tell. Maybe there's a resurgence of Tatanka fandom out there. He was just on Raw a couple, I don't know, 2 months ago, whatever it was at this point. So maybe there's still some fans that want Tatanka. But I know the average fan out there, and the hardcore fans, when they think Tatanka, they don't quite think this outfit. His debut attire, he did wear tights back then before he went to the trunks. Very few appearances, maybe 1, 2, 3, something like that appearances, maybe a couple of TV appearances, but that's it. Then he went to the more familiar modern day tights that we've seen him in the rest of his career. So we'll unbox this like we do. We'll look at the packaging, we'll unbox it, we'll talk about it, we'll look at it, but we'll also compare it to that old Elite Tatanka and see which ones we like better. I have my prejudices already. I think I know which one I like better, but once we get this open, I will know for sure. So without further ado, let's take a look at the packaging first. There it is, the old Tatanka. We're used to this packaging now. We've had it for a couple of series. It's a good take on the classic Legends line from Mattel that launched way back when Mattel got the lineup about 11 years back. It's a cool modern day take. So you got the WWE Legends logo down here, Tatanka's name. You got Tatanka, the nice big window, clear box. He's got his axe in there in case he needs to do some axe throwing. You know, I hear axe throwing is all the rage these days. People get a couple of drinks, they throw axes, have a good time, they be merry. I think Tatanka was actually a trendsetter of that, if I remember right, that he was a axe throwing champion back in the day. Somebody can correct me. I think I'm right, but I might be wrong. Somebody correct me on that one. But that's Tatanka in there. We all know it's Tatanka. You got the True Effects logo up top instead of on the window like the traditional Elites. You got the Elite logo up there. You got Series 9, and that's the front. You got old Tatanka looking all glamorous. Look a little angry over there. It's all right. It'll be okay, Tatanka. Chill out. Got Elite logo down below. Same thing on the other side without the Elite logo. Warnings on the bottom. Not going to show you because we don't really care. And then there's the back. You got Tatanka, the nice glamour shot. You got a little blurb. We'll read that. Legends logo, Elite up top. And then you got the whole heavy hitter lineup below with Taker, $1 Million Man, Tatanka, and Nikolai Volkoff. Let's see what it says about our old pal Tatanka. All right, Tatanka. Memorable moment. A native of the Lumbee tribe, the proud Native American superstar Tatanka made an immediate impact from the moment he stepped in a WWE ring. An energetic powerhouse, he quickly became a fan favorite of the WWE Universe. Starting in 1991, Tatanka began an undefeated streak that lasted nearly 2 years. Like a young Goldberg, Tatanka was. I don't know why that's the memorable moment. I think they should have started that blurb with the memorable moment was his undefeated streak, then put that kind of stuff. Because it reads kind of like, his memorable moment was he was a native of the Lumbee tribe. So that's his memorable moment. And I don't know if anybody knew he was a member of the Lumbee tribe. Not the most famous of tribes out there, I don't believe, but I'm no tribe expert. So there you go. But yeah, let's open up Tatanka. Let's see what all the fuss is about, as some would say. Pull him out of the old plastic prison. There's the old Legends logo. Nice background. I can see people saving this. We talk about it all the time. You could probably repurpose that. See you later. Save it for something. Do something with it. I don't know. Got those ricochet hands. We like to call them those big, long finger hands. So he's got an extra set of hands if you need them. Plastic prison for old Tatanka. Hands, hatchet, and figure. That's all you get. That's all you need. That's all you want. So there it is. Let's pop him out. Let's get those hands out first. I don't foresee me using those hands, but you never know. He is not. No buckled in, no straps, nothing to cut. See you later. He's just hanging out in there. So far, joints are good. I don't feel any looseness, any loose joints. Got one little black mark on his back. At least it's on the back, not terrible. White tights are clean. Every once in a while you get scuffed white tights, white boots. Obviously white is tough to keep clean. So it's always a dangerous attire choice. Comes with that hatchet. I believe it's the same hatchet we got previously. I mean, it's just, I don't even know if this is very much updated. This doesn't seem, the face doesn't seem updated. We'll see. We'll compare it against the other one here in a second, but let's take a look. There's Tatanka. You know, the white and the red on the tights really pops. I don't know what these symbols mean, if there's meaning behind them, or if they're just random. Symbols down there on the boots. You got the hatchet, which I guess is cool. I mean, I knew he had it, but I don't think he carried it around all the time. Maybe definitely in this gear, he probably did have that hatchet. There you go. He's got little armbands. Let's see, does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? I say it all the time. Ringside collectible stands, the best stands in the game. So universal and cheap compared to other stands. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands. That's what I always say. Ringside collectible stands. Use discount code Kyle. Save 10%. There you go. Fits on there. We knew he would. So there's Tatanka. I don't know. Got that red stripe in the hair. I always thought that was pretty cool. A little bit... probably past its time. I don't think we'd see a Native American wrestler in this day and age with the red stripe in their hair. I just don't see that. It's kind of a dated gimmick. It's more of an old-time gimmick. I think Tatanka was the last one to bring a Native American gimmick to the forefront of popularity. I just don't see that happening again. But let's look at the other Tatanka. When I look at this one, I think it really truly is no contest that the older Tatanka is much better. It's cool to get him in his debut gear in the tights, something different to get another Tatanka figure out there. But if you're only buying one Tatanka, this is the Tatanka you're getting. This just screams Tatanka. The brown, the blue, the red, that's Tatanka. This doesn't hold a candle to this one. When people think Tatanka, they don't think this one. That's just the way it is. It looks like the exact same hatchet. Let me see what is really different here, if there's anything different. They both got the same necklace thing going on. Just a little bit different shades of blue. A darker blue on the old one, which I actually prefer the darker blue to the lighter blue on this one. The hatchets are pretty much the same. More of a wood grain on the old one and more of just a straight plastic on this one. So I do prefer the hatchet on this one as well. The face and head look identical. I mean, even the old one looks a little bit better. I don't know how that is. You guys tell me, but it's so close. But the head scan on this old one just has a little bit, maybe it's just something with the paint. So they didn't use the updated head scan. It's just a direct head scan swap. Maybe a little bit different paint. Not really that much different. He's got the same logos on his wrist forearm gauntlets, just different colored. You know, knee pads, different colored. He's got the tassels, Ultimate Warrior style on his feet here. He does not have that here. He's got the arm tassels, just once again painted a different color. These are just plain colored, almost skin tone colored. These got a little character to them with some blue and some red. I think we've deeped into it enough. If you can only buy one Tatanka, this is the Tatanka to get. I can see a lot of collectors out there. I know most of you guys are not completists out there. You already probably have this Tatanka in your collection. This one will probably sit on the shelf and you'll probably pass on this one. That's why I do wonder if this one may end up being a peg warmer. I figured it'd be him or Nikolai. Nikolai a lot of times passed from that Toys R Us exclusive. I think a lot of people don't have that. I would say more people have this Tatanka than have that 2-pack Nikolai as far as collectors go. So truly, I do think maybe Tatanka could, by a process of elimination, by collector's math, could be the peg warmer in Legends Series 9. We'll see. But if I had to choose between the two, this is the Tatanka I'm picking up. You guys can tell me if you think differently, if you're picking this one up anyways. But if you can only choose one, I got to go with the old school Tatanka. Better paint, more color, more... this is what we know Tatanka for in the wrestling ring. We don't really know this one. It's not as fond memories and so forth. But you guys can tell me in the comments if you think differently. But yeah, you know me, I've said it. This is the Tatanka to get. It's an okay one. Definitely probably going to be my least favorite in the Legends Series 9 lineup, the way things are shaking out. But we'll see when it's all said and done. So there you have it. Legends Series 9, Mattel Elite, Target exclusive, Tatanka. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel as we continue unboxing Mattel Elite WWE Legends Series 9, and today we're unboxing our boy, Nikolai Volkoff. Nikolai, not a stranger to the Elite lineup, but a long-forgotten relative of the Elite lineups, I guess we'll call it. He goes way back to the Toys R Us 2-pack exclusive back in the day with Iron Sheik from Mattel. We haven't had any sign or any rumors of a Nikolai Volkoff figure in many, many moons. So it's cool we get a Nikolai again. A lot of collectors, or a lot of new collectors, I should say, in the last couple of years that never got that old school Nikolai. So this helps a longtime fan like myself and also helps a new collector. Not quite the same Nikolai we got in the past. That was more of the heel Nikolai. This is more of a good guy face Nikolai. But Nikolai, at the end of the day, you can kind of justify it in your own collection either way. And I think a lot of people will buy this one, and they will put that other one in their rear view mirror and forget about that one for the rest of their life, is my guess. Unless they're a completist, going back to get all those. I really like that old Nikolai figure, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to show that in this video as well. But let's take a look at the Nikolai we got now in Legends Series 9. Once again, a Target exclusive. This Nikolai Volkoff. So be on the lookout for this on your pegs very, very soon. Only at Target, though. So there he is, old Nikolai Volkoff in the package. Comes with this cool jacket. That was his later run, you know, when he was he was a good guy. And, you know, he was representing Russia and America relations back then. Yeah, interesting time. Nikolai was really at the end. Nobody really took him all that serious during this time period. But, you know, Nikolai is one of those guys that I think a lot of people knew him with, you know, the Bolsheviks and that kind of stuff and some of his heel work in the 80s. But, you know, his heyday really was the 70s. I remember him challenging Bruno Sammartino for the WWF World title. He was a serious threat. And I tell you what, his physique back in those days was really good. As a guy that, you know, loves bodybuilding, training, all that kind of stuff, and done some of that throughout my life. I always liked Nikolai. I always thought he had an underrated physique. So there you go. Nikolai, underrated physique way back in the day. Not the later career, but way back. He was just a big, thick, you know, heavy, strong man back then. Really looked menacing. For that time period, you know, late 60s, 70s, he was a big, jacked up dude. For what we knew as big, jacked up back then. If I made any sense with that, I don't know. But you can see that. It comes with an extra set of hands, of course. And there's old Nikolai. You got the name. You got the WWE Legends logo there. True Effects up top. Legends Series 9. Elite logo. We've been accustomed to this packaging now. We've seen it in 2 different sets. This is the 3rd one. As of recently, as now the Target exclusives. There's old Nikolai looking happy on the side. And same picture on the other side. Nothing really exciting up top. Warnings on the back, or on the bottom. And the back of the packaging, of course. There's old Nikolai, the whole picture. WWE Legends logo. Then you see the rest of the group down there with Ted, the Undertaker, Tatanka. Got a little blurb. You got the Elite logo up top. Let's read. Let's see what it says about our old friend Nikolai Volkoff. Titles: World Tag Team Champion. Memorable moment. Though known throughout his career as a villainous representative of the Soviet Union as a liberated Lithuanian, Nikolai Volkoff became a proud American supporter, shedding the Soviet national anthem for the Star-Spangled Banner. And man, what a voice on Nikolai back in the day. Volkoff won over the WWE Universe across the country. Teaming with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, Nikolai fought for freedom wherever he went. Huh. I don't know. I don't know if he really set the world ablaze when he joined Hacksaw. It was kind of... I don't know. I don't know if anybody took him really seriously. He was kind of just a step up from a jobber at that point. That's just the way it was. But nothing against Nikolai. He fit the role. He did the role great. I like Nikolai. I would love to get a Boris Zukov so I could have a Bolsheviks tag team, but I don't know if that's ever going to be in the cards. Very, very doubtful. But anyways, let's open up Nikolai. Let's see what's going on in here. Excited to open up Nikolai. I'm excited for those of you that didn't want to pay the money for the old Nikolai that are getting a new one. WWE Legends. There's old Nikolai there. Nikolai died a few years back, maybe 5 years ago. See you later. There it is. I don't see any paint imperfections on first pass looking it over. There he is, Nikolai right there. Got his, I don't even know what that hat's called. It's not a fedora, I know that. I'm not sure what you call those, you know, stereotypical Russian hats. I remember Big Bear from G.I. Joe back in the day. He had one of those. I don't know. Extra set of hands. I don't know. I don't remember Nikolai ever really having any hand gestures or anything. We'll see. I wish he would have came with a microphone. I think that would have been a nice touch, you know, for him to sing and stuff. But it's not like we don't have other microphones we can use at this point. Pop him out here. There it is. Nothing strapped in, nothing buckled in. See you later. No loose ab crunch. I always get a little scared that we're going to have a loose ab crunch. See you later. Yeah, it's Nikolai. It's definitely an updated Nikolai. It looks all right. I mean, it just looks like an old school power wrestler. I mean, there's not a lot of flash. There wasn't a lot of flash back then, especially with Nikolai Volkoff. He's got the nice flags on his tights and his back and on the hat, but it doesn't have the old school, you know, Soviet, not bars. I don't know what they call that. The hammer and iron and hammer or something like that. It does not have that, so that's fairly interesting, I guess. I'm sure it's something political or copyright or something along them lines. They probably don't want that logo out anymore, the old Soviet Union. I'm just, you know, spitballing here. But there he is. There's old Nikolai. Looking only like he can look. He's got those big socks. He's got those knee pads. No elbow pads for Nikolai. He's not worried. He knows the elbow is a hard part of your body. He's not going to break it. And then, like I said, on the side of the trunks, which was very famous. I always remember that, too, having those flags on the side of his trunk and his hat. However, like I said, no insignia. And then we got a nice jacket. Actually, I thought yeah, this is a very nice jacket. It's got the same kind of logos. It's all flagged out on the front and on the back. So a solid jacket, soft goods jacket. I'm glad they did that. I mean, this is nice. This is a nice figure. Unfortunately, I almost wonder if this will be the Paul Orndorff, Bobby the Brain Heenan of the set. You know, Undertaker has a lot of name value. People are going to swoop him up pretty quick. Ted DiBiase, I think, with the chase and everything else, very iconic suits. I see that being a hot one. I'm not totally sold on Tatanka. If you guys remember back to Tatanka's old one, it was a peg warmer. I just don't know if the fans are clamoring for Nikolai. I don't know if I ever heard anybody say, you know, I'd really love a Nikolai Volkoff figure. You don't hear that when you're talking about stars and legends of the past. For whatever reason, it's very unfortunate. But I just have a feeling he might end up being the peg warmer. I hope not. I hope none of them are peg warmers. I hope they speedily move through the registers and we get the next set and it keeps continuing and we continue to get these legends, as it's nice to have a straight dedicated legend set back out there for us right now. If you guys are like me, you love the legend figures. And Nikolai definitely fits the legends. I'm glad we got it, but I just don't think he will be the most popular. But you guys can tell me in the comments your thought on old Nikolai. I love the paint applications on this one. No issues, no loose joints. It's a perfect Nikolai. And speaking of, we better grab out the other one. We better compare our Nikolai Volkoffs here. It's got the same hat, different logos on it. Got the mean old face on this Nikolai. He's got a jacket, very similar style jacket. It's different though. This one has with the collar on it. There you go. So you can compare these two here. We'll compare them in the nice glamour shots as well. But nice to get an updated Nikolai. Looks like they use some of the same stuff. We got the same boots. We got the same tights. We got the same socks, but the socks are a little higher in the new one. Besides that, pretty much the same, but it's funny the head difference. You know, this is the old nasty Nikolai, and the new one is a nice friendly Nikolai. Ready to make a grilled cheese in his hotel room. That's what he's ready to do. So there you have it. Nikolai Volkoff, very solid. I recommend you guys picking this up. I don't think we're going to get another Nikolai. I just don't see that happening. So this is, if you didn't get the old Toys R Us one back in the day, you better jump on the new one. This is a one and done. This is one of those ones, you know, 5 years from now, it's going to be a little harder to get, I would assume. I think it'll be a peg warmer. currently on the shelves. I think it will be a peg warmer, but once it's gone, it'll start to rise in value. And this is one of those things people will regret passing on it back in the day. That's just my opinion, but we'll see what happens. But there it is, Legends Series 9, Nikolai Volkoff. All right, let's wrap up Legends Series 9 Target exclusive Mattel Elite lineup with my favorite to least favorite and my final thoughts on this entire series. Number 1, really no question in my mind, Ted Dibiase, and I think I don't have the black one yet, the black suit, but either one. Put either one there, I gotta think it's gonna be number 1. The silver probably leaning first because it's a little rarer and more of a moment in time with him getting the title belt gifted to him by Andre the Giant. That makes him number 1. Just an iconic suit. But the black one, probably a strong number 2, or if you count them as the same, they're both number 1. So all in on Ted DiBiase. Long overdue for Mattel to make these two outfits for him. I don't know. The black one will be interesting. Stay tuned for an unboxing of that one. I want to definitely compare that to the Deluxe Jakks Classic Superstars version, as that has historically been my favorite Ted DiBiase figure. Number 2, not my favorite character in the world. You guys know this, but Undertaker. I can't deny how good this figure is. A great change from the old one. Much improved, and that's what we want to see. If they're going to re-release somebody, give us some different things. Improve on the figure, and they did that. Better head, better hands, hand option. Soft goods instead of that long trench coat rubber. Very solid figure. Can't recommend this one enough. This will probably be the hottest one in the set selling on the shelves. That and the Chase, of course. But Taker strong number 2. Gets a little dicey down here, but I gotta go with my boy Nikolai. Nikolai's one we don't get a whole lot of. We only don't get a lot of Tatanka either. But I like a Nikolai. I like this. I think it's a nice touch, more to the 80s past, where I think Legends figures, we're starting to see more 90s figures. I do think in the next year or two we're going to see a lot more Attitude Era characters. I don't hate that. I want a lot of those characters. I want your Bob Hollies of the world, your Headbangers. I want people like that in my line. I definitely do. But I feel like the 80s characters, most of them have been done. Some of them have kind of been forgotten. And I think we're starting to inch into the thing where some of those 70s characters, they go back every once in a while for a Rocky Johnson, and then you see him peg warm like crazy. And I think Mattel, I know Mattel doesn't want that. They don't want Rocky Johnson being a bust. He's limited edition, and you can find 4 of them at about every one of my Targets. That's not a good sign for future old-time superstars. I got to think Nikolai Volkoff's right on that thing. So we got to take these, we got to support these figures when we can. So I'm going Nikolai here. I just like the looks of it better. I think it's a nice update. I wanted an updated Nikolai more than Tatanka. If you had to ask me before I knew these were coming, would you rather see an updated Nikolai or Tatanka? I'd go Nikolai. And I like the soft goods jacket. I like the hat. I like what they did here. And I like the old schoolness of it. Tatanka, old school as well, not as kid-friendly to me as Nikolai was when I was a little kid. Tatanka is what it is, but not enough meat on the bone for this Tatanka. Putting him in tights, doing a couple of color changes, actually not having as much color on the axe, the arm gauntlets, stuff like that. The head scan is 100% identical, where the other one's got improved upon or got new head sculpts. Tatanka's got the same head scan as his old one. It's just not enough meat on the bone. Nothing terribly wrong with this Tatanka, but it's just not up to the caliber of these 3, in my opinion. So there you have it. You guys let me know in the comments what your order is. How would you order them? I got to think most of you guys are going to have these 2 at 1 or 2, and most are going to have these at 3 and 4. That's just my guess, but you guys can tell me definitely below in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I got videos every single day. And when I say every day, I mean it. Multiple videos every day some days. Wrestling, Marvel Legends, you name it. Follow along. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on social media. Twitter, SirPaul64. Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. And then belowthecollar.com. Get your very own See You Later t-shirt. And there you have it. So there is Legends Series 9 Mattel Elite. Target exclusive. What a mouthful. So for Ted DiBiase, Undertaker, Nikolai Volkoff, and Tatanka, I'm Kyle. I'll see you guys all real soon.